All right, now let's get rational. We back with another one, and as usual, we kick this off with the Chicago Bears. Now, it's not too much to talk about outside of what we've seen already. I'm super excited about the key additions on the offensive line and getting Caleb Williams that protection that he needs. I'm looking forward to what Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson is going to do the rest of the way because they kicked this shit off with a bang, man. Addressing exactly what we need for Caleb Williams to be successful, and I still stand on this. Ashton Jeanty is coming at pick 10, whether you like it or not. I've been saying this since the season ended. Yo, let's lock in this offense, get it together, and plus, we need an extra running back to fit Ben Johnson's system. We see what he did in Detroit. He had two backs for that. Right now, we don't have that, and Ashton Jeanty is the top of the top when it comes to running backs. So bottom line is this: the Bears are starting off as the offseason champs again, and I want to see this translate into the regular season, yo. Next story up. I don't know if this is true, but this is a story going around. And Cooper Flagg is threatening to run it back with Duke if Washington or Charlotte is at the top of the draft. And I don't blame him if this is what he want to do, because these two teams in the last 5 years hasn't produced anything successful. Most of their draft picks fail. So at some point, we have to start looking at the organization. These two specifically, bro. Charlotte may be a little bit more successful because of LaMelo Ball. You got Bridges, blase. But outside of that, they not winning shit. They're not in position to win no time soon. And I don't think Cooper Flagg is going to come in and change the stake of that if you don't have the right pieces in place in order for him to be successful, man. I don't even think LaMelo Ball is going to stay in Charlotte too much longer, man. So bottom line is this, yo. You might have the same teams if you decide to skip the draft this year. But, man, there's something to consider when you're thinking about where I want to play at and how I want to develop and who I want to be in this league. Is this team going to help you get there? I don't know. They don't have a good track record of developing players. Bottom line, man, you got to look at examples like the Spurs. You got to look at the Thunder. These are organizations that know how to build players, bro, and make them into stars or reach their full potential. We not seeing that from Washington or Charlotte outside of a few players, bro. I do think Cooper Flagg still comes into the NBA, but it's something to consider, bro. Let's go into some comments and see what niggas had to say. My boy Alex King said, all teams have up and down years in order for them to become successful. They have to get players like Cooper. It's good for the league. That's valid. I do agree with that. But I'm also watching these two organizations fail yearly and don't produce players that last long in the league. And most of their stars end up leaving or asking to be traded. John Wall, Bradley Beal, and I'm pretty sure LaMelo Ball is going to do the same thing with Charlotte. I would be highly surprised if he stays put. But we going to see, man, because these bags is getting heavier and it's getting harder for niggas to lead these small cities, bro. But I will say that, man. My boy Hop said if he's as great as they making him out to be, it don't matter what team that drafts you. Look, it does matter what team drafts you, bro. We keep watching rookies fail, and we blaming the guys and saying they not ready. To an extent, possibly. But the organization has a lot to do with what's going on in these players and coming in and reaching their full potential. We watching this, bro. I just watched the same thing with the Bears. Not to compare the Bears to the NBA, but it's an example of coaching and the systems. It makes sense, bro. You got to have the right things in place. Ain't no wrong with him considering going back to Duke if these teams is at the top. Shit, he could force an Eli Manning move. I don't want to go here. Put me somewhere else. My boy Linnell Williams, he going to the NBA in June 25. Look, I believe that. That's valid. But it got to be the right system. That's what all I'm saying. Make sure it's the right things in place so this guy's not a bust. Bottom line. My boy Aaron Correa. Look, I hope I'm saying his name right. Even if he stays another year, these are going to be probably the same two teams who are trash next year. Possibly. And if so, hey, once again, pull an Eli Manning. I don't want to go here. They ain't really got no choice but to move you. Nobody want a disgruntled player in their locker room, especially a high-value rookie, bro. Shift him out to somewhere, get somebody that want to be in this system with you, and bottom line is over with. But truthfully, no matter what I say, these teams more than likely going to take Cooper Flagg. It's just what it is. I'm just tired of the players being blamed for poor organizations, or organizations just don't care about the development of their players. They only focus on the financial gain and what they bringing in. You're not putting the right pieces in place for them to reach their full potential. It's just what it is in Charlotte and Washington. We are watching this, bro. Who is on these teams outside of a couple players, bro? That's real shit. It's nobody becoming successful from these programs and organizations. All right, what we got next, yo? I'm a fan of Jalen Hurts now. He won the Super Bowl, smashed the Chiefs, man, made Patrick Mahomes look like whatever. And I just caught a clip with him asking his head coach, are they done running up the score? Man, they ran up a lot of points already, and he wasn't done with them. And I don't blame him. A lot of news outlets doubted him, bro. He wanted to embarrass them motherfuckers, and they did. All right, what we got next? Aaron Rodgers to the Giants. I said this a while ago, man. It just makes a lot of sense. Him going to the Jets was more about business than football. And it still continues with the Giants. I think he got a lot of things going on in that area, and it don't make sense to leave. And the Giants are desperate for a QB. Aaron Rodgers still can put up some decent numbers. You got Malik Neighbors over there. Let's see what they can do. But this more than likely is the destination for Aaron Rodgers, man. Just don't bring Devontae Adams with you. Stop dragging bro along for seasons you're not even planning on staying fully in for. All right, what we got next? Oh, the biggest story of the day. And it ain't even the whole day yet. LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. LeBron James addressed Stephen A. Smith halftime at the game last night for his comments and criticism about Bronny James. And Stephen A. said it best. LeBron did not come at him as a basketball player. He came at him as a father. It's the difference. We all know LeBron James is a family man, and he takes that part of his life serious. And Bronny James, to me, is the most penalized and criticized second-round pick in history. It's like these motherfuckers not even letting him grow. We got the fans rushing him to be the star. We got the outlets rushing him to be the star. Dog. When have we ever did a second round pick like this? It don't matter because he's LeBron James' son, bro. It don't matter what LeBron James is saying about his son publicly. It's all helping his son move into a better space in his life. So for all these outlets to keep saying, oh, Bronny is a horrible player, Bronny is this, Bronny is that. Damn, he just got in the league. He just got here. You letting your hate for LeBron James rub off on Bronny. And that's unfair, bro. The shit that I be hearing about Bronny James is ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure his father already did talk to him about this. So a lot of this shit is just, one ear out the other. But at some point, I want to come see you. Why is you saying this about my son? And it ain't even, most of this shit ain't even basketball related. It's really about me. So it's like, I understand why I'm coming at Stephen A. Stephen A. keep acting like he ain't been saying shit about Bronny James. He has, and we all seen it. I don't think LeBron James approach him in this way if this ain't the case. He understands it because he been in this shit 20 years. Y'all ain't even letting Bronny James scratch the surface. You ain't even let this nigga get a few years in before you say, oh, he's a bust. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop that shit. And this is why LeBron James said what he said or did what he did last night. Keep my son out of that bullshit, man. We all understand y'all got a job to do. Bron James got to know that as well. Your son going to come under that because he is who he is. But I do think it's boundaries and respect levels, bro. The kid 18, 19 years old. What the fuck are we talking about, man? We ain't, why Bronny James can't get the development? Why he can't go through them stages? Because LeBron James said he can play in the league, or Bronny James can play in. Like, nigga, he's supposed to boost his son draft stock. Bottom line, man. That's all I seen when LeBron's speaking on that. That's it. But that also opens up to criticism. LeBron James got to know that as well. But bottom line is this, man. LeBron James not wrong for addressing Stephen A. Some of these motherfucking outlets is just fine with negative press, dog. Negative press. Prime example, Steph Curry dropped 56 points, one of the greatest shooters of all time, still pushing it at 36, and we keep talking about some negative shit on LeBron James. We not talking about no other narratives but LeBron James. But as somebody that speak from a media point of view, bro, you got to go with what's hot, what's trending. What I don't appreciate sometimes is the extent niggas go to slander or, criticize these players, bro. And it get ridiculous at a point. Yeah, you got to think about that, man. I think it's a fine line between doing your job and just flat out disrespectful, dog. And sometimes I got to check myself. Shit, sometimes I say some wild shit. And it applies to me too. Anybody that's speaking on sports. You can't be mad at LeBron James for coming to talk to you about his son. This ain't got nothing to do with basketball. This is about disrespecting the James family. Bottom line. Y'all got to relax, bro. Relax on that. Which is why Stephen A. has got on First Take and been humble about this, and as he should. Because you got to understand where he's coming from. Man, this is my son. This is affecting my son if I'm telling you about this. Now, Bronny James and LeBron James both know this is what comes with the game. But yo, disrespect ain't gonna be tolerated from no outlet, and I don't care if you got a job to do. If it's my son, I'm doing the same shit. You got a bunch of men out here that keep saying, oh, your son is in the league, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. So that mean I gotta stop being a father because my son in the league? No, if I see my son going through some shit from a grown ass man or some other bullshit ass niggas, I'm getting on them niggas and I'm stepping on them niggas. Bottom line. It is what it is. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel. This just father shit, bro.